This is my 2024 planner stack. Yeah, I finally decided what I was going to do, and well, here it is. Let's get into it. First, this is my 8 by 11 desk planner. This is just going to sit on my desk. It's going to be an overview of the week. So like here is January. And then it's just a nitty gritty, like school, work, anything, like major things, birthdays, that sort of thing. This is going to be a very simple setup. Nothing crazy. And this is highlighted because it's leap year, birthdays again, school, daylight savings starts that day. So spring's ahead. So I'll want to work there. I have a conflict there with those two classes. and so on. This is kind of going to be goes on the desk. So it's going to have, on the last page is going to be just kind of an outline of how the month went, take some notes, and this is going to be like my budget planner for the month, check them off, and whatnot. And this is just a very simple theme. Very simple. And then stuff for school here. I printed this calendar out kind of just so I can rough draft it in, and then just a blank pages here in case. So this one is not very exciting. It's just an overall, at a bird's eye level glance of what the life is going to be like. And I'll put like school, work, and farm stuff on there as things happen. Like when I get hay deliveries, when I get grain delivered, those sorts of things. But just a big overview of things. No specifics. The next one I want to talk about is going to be my school planner. And that's this one here. I love this little goat sticker. He just makes me happy. Coffee Monster Co's. This was from, I don't know, a farm kit from Michael's. And I got a couple that look like him. So this is it. I didn't decorate it much. This is one of my favorite. Uh-oh, you got this. You did it. Like, I have to sign in every time I go. Just some overall generalized things, spring, summer, fall, and the upcoming year. Some place to keep track of my clinical hours. And then these are the months. So I used the Coffee Monster Co. stamps. And I wrote in here when I have a class. And then I'll put when I have clinical and when I have assignments due. I don't have my syllabi yet, so I can't put any of that information in. So I did very, very limited decoration. I just wanted to keep it simple, but just a little bit to make me happy. I like the stamps. I still gotta get with the stamping technique. I didn't do anything here for June or July. When school starts again, I'll probably decorate those pages when I get ready. But then we get November and December. A notes page, and then more notes, a little tip in. I can write some notes here, and then these are the weeklies. I won't have anything for the first couple weeks here, but I needed to keep track of the dates. School officially starts here, and then here's February. My preceptor comes back here. So I'll start my clinicals here. And these weeks I still have to write in the days that I have in-person class. So I'll do that. But I just did minimal, like this is March and so on here. And this will just be for school. Like I don't usually follow the time block thing. It'll be just to write like to-dos and things like that. And that's just kind of how I went through this whole thing. June, And then we get back to the end. Here's 2025. Another tip in. And then these are going to be note sections. So what I plan on doing, I was doing some training, is each clinical session is taking notes about that experience. What I did, no patient specifics, but if there's anything interesting about their case, then I would write about that. And then these are all just blank. This is a Sterling Ink A5 planner. It's modeled after the Hobonichi Cousin. I'm going to try it out as a school planner and see how it goes. The next planner is, this is B6. See, here's this little guy again. And you should see it like this brown paper theme for under all my covers. And I did that because I was feeling nostalgic and I wanted to mimic, like when you were in school, you had to put a book cover on. Everybody's mom brought home the paper bags from the grocery store, and this is what we use. Yeah, that's the purpose of that. I forget what planner this is. It's this brand. Oh, it's Astrology. That's right. It is Astrology. This is a B6 size. And this little clip is from, oh gosh, I forgot, but we'll keep it closed. I'm going to order another one for each of my other ones, because it'll keep it closed a little bit. And it's big enough that you can bulk up a little. So I decorated the front. Here's Daisy and my pig and some of her goat friends. And then my Coffee Monster Co. washi. And then I left these pages blank. I think I'm going to put like a quote on those pages. And these pages is just going to be like an overview of monthly to-do goals. In the other planner, I was using the other, the Sterling Ink one, the B6. I kind of had like something similar going on, and I'm going to do the same thing for this one. I think it'll just like an overall big picture. Like January, we're going to do herd health, we're going to do hoof trimming, and we're going to fix the barn door. February, well, February's not here. March is usually when you start your seedlings, so I'm going to start some seedlings. And then you have March and April for them to grow. May you plant them, and so forth. So that's kind of how I'm going to use that. I have a social media goal section, annual goals, a financial goal section, because this year is going to be, my focus is going to be on school and getting finances in place. So I kind of made my own calendars, which I have done plenty of times in bullet journaling, and I love that. What I did was, see, it kind of shows through a little bit, which I don't usually care about from writing on it, but for the calendar section, it bothered me a bit. So what I did is in between, like I skipped a page here. So there's like 2 blank sheets in between, and then there's the calendar. So this is January. Like the semester starts, my work. This is just going to be a quick, dirty, nitty-gritty to take with me. And I also use my Google Calendar to keep track of things. I wrote down school. And then here's March. And it's a theme. And I just use a little bit of washi. These numbers are from Coffee Monster Co. The dates are from Coffee Monster Co. And just kept it simple. I prefer the Monday start to a Sunday start, because then I can see Friday, Saturday, Sundays when I work. I can see that like all together versus here and then there. That's just how my brain works. But I did that. And I put this washi tape along the edge, so this section of the planner stood out. Now coming into January, we've got This is from Sterling Ink's January kit. I just kind of tipped it in there. I have a page for grocery list, grocery shopping, and backside grocery shopping. I don't know why I started in that side. I'll put my budget here. Anyways, I'm gonna start this thing where before I purchase something that seems like it could be frivolous, I'm going to add it to a need and wants list and then put it off, put a pin in it, and see if I still really need it or if it's just something that I really want. I have a farm notes section. And then this is where I was talking about doing a monthly overview for tarot reading. So the spread that I'm using is called the New Moon spread. And it has 5 cards, and it describes the theme that will be present in your life during this monthly cycle. The new moon is the seed that is planted. The waxing moon is what is growing. The full moon is what will manifest or what happened. And the waning moon, the 5th card, is what you want to release and get rid of. So for this month, the theme is happiness and fulfillment with the 10 of Cups, especially with family and relationships, spiritual values over material values, a good omen for marriage or couples hoping to have children. So this kind of, I think, is really actually good with what's going on in my life. It kind of, to me, I'm interpreting this as fulfillment and happiness. I'm getting my life together. I'm working towards less focus on material things and more focus on things like the farm, getting straightened out financially, that kind of thing. The new moon is drawn with the 10 of Pentacles, and this is what is being planted, the seed that's being planted, the things that you're thinking about as well, security, and a possibility of life that seems dull or narrow. Maybe something missing that's important. Fortune-telling tradition sees this as an inheritance. So this is like a money card. Financial situation is improving. And that goes really good with the theme of kind of happiness and fulfillment. And when I pull these cards, I pull them randomly. I shuffle the deck and I just kind of lay them out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then turn them over. The waning moon, which is what is growing, and this is the Lover's card. So if you're in a relationship, it's a deep relationship, especially if it's if it's in the same reading with the Hermit or the Priestess, which is not. If you're not with somebody, it could be difficulties in a marriage or conflicts with emotions and ideas, which kind of can be. I can see how that could be a conflict because, for me, it could be like me having a conflict between my wants and needs and getting things under control. And that is the Lover's card. The full moon, which is the 9 of Swords, what will manifest? Sorrow, anxiety, depression, what wakes us up in the middle of the night, including dreams or bad news, insomnia. Yeah, I can see that happening if, like finances and things like that. And the waning moon is what we're going to release. So we're going to be less cautious, have less wariness, try to release some tension, that sort of thing. And then I left a spot here that I can kind of maybe write what my interpretation, how these cards presented themselves in my life. And then this is going to be my currently inked page. I'm going to do that probably today. My mental health tracker. So we're off to today. Today is actually the 3rd. So here's kind of where I'm at, and this is kind of like how I define it. 2 is a great day, no anxiety, no negative self-thoughts, minimal anxiety, able to redirect myself, 0 is meh, whatever, neither good nor bad, anxiety and depressed, and very anxious, can't redirect myself, and very depressed. So 2s are really bad days. And then I'm just keeping track of kind of my feelings about those days. And so far that's that. So this is astrology, it's a B6, so it's just this grid, it's blank. I think that is going to work out well for me. And then last but not least, Hobonichi cousin. Now this is going to be the 3rd year that I'm using a cousin as my main planner. As you see, I tabbed it with Coffee Monster Code tabs. I think it looks really nice. I did a good job there, I think. Again, we got the paper bag theme. I got the little farmer emoji. And then on the back, I got the duck and the chicken. He's peeking through. So that kind of makes me think about my farm and the life situation here. I had to take a sip of coffee. But we opened it up. A couple things here that I have. I use these little dots to track things on the calendar. This is one of my favorite ones so far for cards. It's full. I never remember to turn these in for bean cards. But it's like work in progress. That's kind of my theme. Some extra post-it notes. That goes in here. And I love this sticker. Buying new notebooks is a form of self-care. Lord, if I could only tell you how many notebooks I had. I got this little card, pockets of peace. I have this little pocket guy here with some emoji heads. Like this, I think was a freebie from one of her sales. I think it was the anniversary sale. I think it was Lucky Charms. I think is what it was. The same thing with this. These are washi kind of stickers. So those guys I'm just going to kind of keep there. And I have the monthly overview, another one of her cards that I like. I really like these like planner this is kind of how my desk looks once a week when I'm planning. My planner, all the things, my stickers, I have a snack, some coffee. This is like me, so I like that. So in my previous planner, I didn't really use these pages. So what I did was these were the seals that came with, that was for her monthly theme. So I put them with their associated month. And then for my daily tarot pull that I'm going to do, I'm going to write down the cards that I pull every day and just put them every single day here, so I kind of have an overview, see if there's any themes happening. If I have a lot of swords or cups or pentacles or wands, that's kind of going to be my thing. And then I'll see if I can't kind of like write a little summary of that page. So that's kind of what we're going to do with those pages. And then this is December, which is, I never fill out this one from December. This is from her January kit. It's kind of a reflection of the B6 in my school planner a little bit. I know it seems kind of weird to have monthly pages with the same things in multiple places, but like I plan on keeping the Hobonichi in my B6 in my school planner, but I don't plan on keeping that 8x11. So that's why I'm spending more time writing them in here. Like I'm going to write, these are my mom and my brother's birthdays. These are just some of the holidays that were in her kits. And she's only got kits available through June. She hasn't launched the July one. But I put like the month there for each of them, see? So that when she launches the second half of the year, all I gotta do is then just decorate a little bit. And then this is 2025, which I carried over some of my paydays into 2025 so I could see, especially just for January, because I don't know where I'll be as far as planners go for that year. But we'll get into this gives you like 3 months. So let's start the weekly section. So here we are. This is what I was talking about. Like I had this in that B6. These were the 3 things I deemed that this week was going to be most important to work on. I have work. This was the Golden New Year kit, so that's kind of what this is from. So I have my additional to-dos that I want to work on. I'm going to my mom's. The puppies are going to get their first distemper shot. And I'll put this, I'll flag it on my main calendar so I can see that. I don't have anything yet planned for Thursday. Friday, Mom's coming over to do a Zoom meeting. I picked up an extra shift. It's payday, so I'm going to pay the bills. That kind of thing. And then I don't have anything planned into the future yet. But this is kind of how I'm going to go. I don't know if I'm going to necessarily highlight it with this marker, because I think that was this Tombow, which it might be too dark for what I want to do. I might go to a lighter one, but we'll see how that goes. So now I decided the theme I wanted to pick for 2024 was going to be coffee. So this is a vellum I printed with photos that I downloaded from Etsy. And I just kind of tipped it in there. It's just kind of pretty. And that's just kind of how I'm going to do that. And then this is the January calendar from the Facebook group. I printed and stuck it there. And then January 1st. So what I'm going to do is on Sundays pull a week worth of tarot cards, and then each day look up what they are. So like for January 1st, I pulled Justice, which is truth, self-honesty, a just outcome. And so Justice describes a balanced scale, suggests that we need both to put our lives in order and to bring together what had seemed a duality of opposites. It represents the ability to look into our lives honestly and fairly, and in doing so, free ourselves from the past with all its childhood conditioning, the influences of family and society, and all the guilt and fear and resentment built up over time. So this card is a card of self-examination, balancing different issues in your life, honesty. It's a moral choice card. Can be a just outcome in a legal case. But in my interpretation for this one, it's me letting go of things from the past and balancing things in my life so that I have both financial stability and still have the things that I want, with my needs being covered. And that goes for my farm and my schooling, finding that balance in between there. So that's kind of, if I we're going to pick a word for 2025, it would be balance. And then on the second, the card that I pulled was the Ace of Swords. And this card, particularly the Ace, is a card of pure energy. It's a gift card. The element for swords is air. It refers to the mind and clear thought that can cut through confusion. It is a connection to justice, can imply the sword pointing up. There's only 3 cards in the tarot deck where the swords point up. It's the Ace, it's Justice, and I think it's the Empress. So, and linked with justice can imply the need to use the gift justly. Those seems removed from ordinary things, And this crown here may signify the success and represent the goals of life. So another thing, so for me, this is like me and using things wisely and accomplishing my goals. So this card is like, there's a gift of clear thought, spiritual truth, and higher values, even if these can bring sorrow, singleness of the mind, and purpose, a challenge to act justly. So this card, when it's synced now with justice, it just kind of like reinforces that. And now today I have the King of Pentacles for today, so I will kind of look at that card and interpret it. The other thing I'm doing is I'm following along with Helen in the Coffee Monster Coach. She's got a month here of writing prompts. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. Like for January 1st, it was, what is one job you would never do? And for me, I know that I will never want to be a pediatric nurse or a labor and delivery nurse. And I just kind of wrote about that. I have no like tug towards that kind of nursing. And then the next one yesterday was, can you buy happiness? And I don't think you can buy it. I think even material things don't give you happiness. You have to make your own happiness. And the things that make me happy are my goats and my farm and my dogs and doing this, like working in my planner. And then today's theme is, what year would you like to relive without changing anything about it? So I don't know, I haven't really thought much about that just yet, but I'll answer that question, and we'll look up the King of Pentacles, and I'll see how he is kind of working with justice and the Ace of Swords. See how he's playing out there. And then the other cards for this week, the Hierophant is the High Priest, the Empress, and then we have the Two of Cups, and then the Four of Cups. So I've kind of laid those out. And then the days that I'm working, Thursday, I'm going to have to put another nurse here and a shift, because this is an extra shift I picked up. But I'll then do my like little daily writing here. So yeah, and that's kind of how my month is going to go. Like, so for February, I only did January and February, so here's my calendar, and here's my coffee theme tip-in, and then this is February 1st. And obviously there's nothing here because I don't have February schedule. But yeah, that's kind of how we're going to do it. So this is my year. So the Hobonichi, my B6ology are my personal planners here, and then my A5 Sterling ink is going to be for school. And then this one here, my 8x11, is just going to be the overview for the year. So stay tuned for the next video. It's going to be what I'm going to be having currently inked in my fountain pen case. Some I'm carrying over, and then I'm going to add some new ones. So yeah, tune in. I'm going to add some of those videos up. I have a list of inks that I want to order at least samples of to try them out. And then if I like them, I'll buy a full bottle. And my fountain pen collection of ink here is quite large because I buy a lot of ink and I love it. And it's one of those things. So anyways, thank you for joining me on this planner adventure. I know this video is kind of long. But yeah, here's to hopefully a good 2024. Bye now.